In the beginning of part 5, we see Shin. His driver was taking her from the other side by saying a shortcut, which makes her doubtful. After looking at the driver carefully, she remembers that she has never seen him in the employee list of the company. Then the driver asks Shin, if you want to drink water, you can drink it. It is kept on your side. Now, there was no signal in her phone at all. The driver tells her that there is a lot of traffic here. That's why there is no signal. Then she asks the driver, I have never seen you before. When did you join? Then the driver becomes silent. On the other side, Sue calls to find out whether the car with that number plate is in Lee's house or Lee's office, from which she comes to know that the car with this number plate is not in Lee's company. Then Sue asks her driver to follow Shin's car. Here Shin had full doubt on the driver, so to confirm she picks up the water bottle and starts smelling it. And she saw from the mirror of the car that the driver was staring at her with sharp eyes. Then she asks him to stop the car because she has to use the restroom, but the driver says, wait a little, we are about to reach. Now Shin had confirmed that there is something wrong, so she ties his neck with his seatbelt and starts asking him, who sent you? And where is Lee? But that guy does not say anything. Then she makes him drink the same water from the bottle and makes him unconscious because there was a drug of unconsciousness in the water. After this, she exchanges the seat with the driver and ties his hands and tracks the starting location of the car. She understands that if they have also picked up Lee, then he must be at the starting location. So she follows the location. On the other side, Lee had already become unconscious after drinking the water. Here Shin finds a jammer in the car, which was blocking her phone signal. Now this confirms that all this is definitely someone's plan, and she leaves following the map. On the other side, it is revealed that Mr. Mai's men had kidnapped Lee, but their third partner, who was bringing Shin, was not in contact with him. A man tells his boss that Shin fights well. Then the boss says that you also know how much danger their third partner is, and if that girl tries to be too smart now, then their third partner will end her game. Now Lee becomes conscious and he hears everything, and he says they should not do anything with Shin. In return, whatever they want to do, they should do with him. Here Lee's dad's video call was going on, and it is revealed that Mr. Y had kidnapped Lee to get the QW1 project in his name, so that Lee's dad gets scared, and he signs the project transfer agreement. The goons threaten him with death. In this way, Mr. Y signs the papers. The goons ask him to fax the transfer agreement to Mr. Y. Just then, an unknown message comes that the police are going to reach soon. Seeing the message, Lee's dad pretends to ask to fax the transfer agreement. Here, while following the map, Shin reaches the starting point from where the buildings are visible around, but she is not able to understand where to go. Then she wakes that man up and asks him about going inside. The driver tells her the secret code to go inside, which is to blink the headlights of the car 3 times and blow the horn twice. Seeing this, the people above understand that he is their third partner. After this, they let her come inside. Now he does not know anything more than this, so she makes him unconscious by giving him water again. Then she gets a call from Sue, but she asks her not to worry and asks her to wait for a while. The police are also going to come here in a while. Then another man comes there, and Shin makes him unconscious, and she enters the building and starts beating the goons badly, but during this, she gets a wound on her leg. Then she finally brings Lee outside, and the police also come on time and catch those goons. Well, after coming outside, Lee gets very scared after seeing the injury on Shin's leg. She says that it's nothing, just a small injury, and she will be fine. Then Lee hugs her and says, "Thank you for saving me by putting your life in danger." He says sorry to her that every time she gets hurt while saving him, and he can never save her. But he promises her that he will not let anything happen to her again, and he will protect her. Saying this, he becomes unconscious. In the next scene, we see Lee in the hospital, where the doctor tells him that he will not be discharged until he is completely fine. Then Lee asks about Shin, and Sue tells him that she is also fine. After that, Shin goes to meet Lee. Here the assistant comes on Lee's dad's insistence and starts talking to Lee again about the QW1 project that he has canceled his batting plans, and even after his dad's insistence, he does not listen to him. Then he asks Ling to take him to Shin. On the other side, we see Shin where her dad and Fong had come to meet her. Here, Dad gets angry at her and asks her why she is risking her life. "I was very worried about you," he says. Then Shin says that she is a soldier, and what danger can she face from such small goons? And Lee is her boss who cares for her a lot, so how could she leave him alone in danger? Here Fong says, I also know how much he is caring. He just keeps touching you. Hearing this, she makes him quiet by hitting him with a pillow. Then she tells Dad that now she is fine, so he should go home. Then she asks Fong to drop him home. After that, she asks Sue to take her to Lee. Here Lee is coming to meet Shin, and then both of them are face to face. Both were very happy to see each other. After this, both of them started talking to each other in a very friendly manner. Then Shin said, now we both become friends. Lee held her hand and said, our relationship can go beyond this. By saying this, Lee started looking romantically at her. Then Shin said, then we both become brothers. On hearing this, Lee's mood got off, and he quickly left from there. Here Fong saw that pink bracelet in Sue's hand, due to which he thought that he had given it to Shin. Then how did it come to Sue? Next, Lee got discharged from the hospital, and now he would have to rest at home. Here at home, Lee felt bored, so he called Ling and asked him about the work, but Ling said that he would have to rest, so don't do any work. Then he started messaging Shin, and they shared many things about each other. Then Shin told him that till he is resting at home, she would cook food from her home and send it to him. Seeing this, Lee became very happy. After that, Shin made a lot of food with her dad for Lee and then delivered it to Lee's house. When the food reached there, Lee's happiness knew no bounds. Then Ling asked him to tell the truth. Do you like Shin or not? Hearing this, Lee started getting nervous. Then Ling said, I knew that you have fallen in love with her, but are afraid to express your feelings. But before that, it is important to know whether she likes you or not. But even before knowing this, you have to impress her. Then you have to do something for her that makes her very happy. So Lee followed this idea and came to meet Sue, and he offered her a job again. Hearing this, she got very happy and promised Lee that she would not do any spy job in the future. But Lee said, you have to do this work for me. Then the scene cut there. In the next scene, Sue reaches Shin, and here they start talking. Sue tells her that Lee hired me again. Hearing this, Shin becomes very happy. Then Sue tells her that she feels that Lee likes her, but Shin says this can never happen. So to find out this, both of them have to search on the net. When a boy likes a girl, then what all does he do for her? And they don't get to know much from this. Then Lee messages Shin and asks her to meet him, on which she agrees to meet him and decides to buy some gift for him. Meanwhile, Lee was getting ready as he was a little too excited to meet. Ling says you should reduce your excitement a little and keep it less in front of her. This time, tell your heart feeling directly, but before that, buy a gift for her. After that, Lee reaches the gift store. Even after rejecting many things, he takes a recording baby monkey. As soon as he reaches to do the billing, Shin also takes a baby monkey. Both are surprised to see each other. After this, both are sitting together in the garden. Lee was still looking very nervous. Then both give their gifts to each other and decide to record something in their voice for their recognition. She says, all the best to you, and gives you best wishes for the company. Then he puts it on the record and says, I like you. But it was so softly that she is unable to listen to it. But then he doesn't have the courage to speak it again, so he just praises her work and starts smiling. On the other side, Lee's rival Gao made a new plan and asks Kai to do something in his ear. Here, Sue and Fong select the same cake again, but this time both don't fight. But then Fong asks her to take it, but Sue also asks the same. Then both of them decide that both can share half-half, so both sit with half-half cake with juice. Here, Fong asks her, when Lee had thrown you out, then why did you come to work for him again? On this, Sue starts praising Lee a bit too much and says, how handsome is Mr. Lee? Hearing this, he gets very close to her and says, look and tell me who is more handsome. Here she felt very nervous and says, you are more handsome. After that, both sit and start talking. Then from their conversation, we come to know that Lee wants to buy a prosthetic hand for her dad. After this, the office scene is shown where Lee announces Shin's promotion and increases her salary. Hearing this, Shin becomes happy, and all the other old employees look upset. Here, Lee also becomes very happy because by this, she will definitely get impressed by him. Here we see that Kai reaches the research center and starts copying some data from a system. Then Fong sees him and he leaves from there, showing his seniority. After that, Fong informs Ling about this, and Ling asks him to check the system and find out if the data has been transferred or not. Here, Lee was looking very happy. He tells Sue that now Shin will definitely get impressed. I have promoted her, and increased her salary too. So she cannot reject me. To which she says, nothing like this is going to happen because whatever you did, it will seem that you got impressed by her work and gave her a promotion. How will she be impressed by you? Lee will not like this either. Then she tells about Shin's dad's prosthetic arm, that if you gifted her that prosthetic arm for her dad, then she will definitely get impressed. Then Lee asks her to find out everything about the prosthetic arm. Then she invites him to a dinner party with her. She says that Shin is also coming there. Hearing this, he becomes happy and agrees. In the next scene, we see that their party had started where a girl was talking bad about Lee and was also saying that Fong is more handsome than Lee. Lee also reaches behind. Seeing him, Shin goes to stop the girl, but Lee silences her and starts listening to her. The rest of the people who had seen Lee start praising him. The girl tells them, you people are turning around as if Lee is standing behind me. Then she turns back and is shocked to see Lee in front of her. But he doesn't say anything and goes and sits at his place. Then all of them start drinking, but Lee becomes nervous because he knew that he can't hold on for long. Here Sue notices him, and then she asks everyone to play the game of truth and dare. Then the game starts and the first turn comes on Shin. So Sue asks Lee to ask questions from Shin. Then Lee wants to ask her if she likes anyone, but he gets nervous and becomes silent. When everyone starts staring at him, then turning around, he says, so, how did you like your new job and how is it going? Everyone's mood gets off with this question. Then, instead of Lee, Sue asks the question, do you have any boyfriend or not? She says no. Then Lee's hopes start getting high. Then Sue asks her, do you like anyone? She directly says, I don't like anyone. Then Lee's hopes fall down again. Everyone else also wants to ask her, what kind of boys do you like? Like smart, talented, handsome, rich. Then again, Lee's hope starts getting high. But Shin says, all of these is not my type. Hearing this, Lee gets confused and asks her, what kind of boys do you like? Then whatever qualities. She says Lee did not have any of them, due to which he gets very angry. After that, the next round starts and Lee's turn comes. Then they start going to ask him questions, but he says that he wants to do a dare. Then Kai asks him to have a drink. Then Kai gets up, but Lee makes him sit and says, I want a drink with Shin. Then Shin gets up and says, what a drink, in the glass, and she gives him the bottle, and both of them start drinking. Then she was still fully conscious, but our hero faints in a while. So now who will drop him home? Of course, Shin. Then she goes to drop him home, but Lee's childish behavior is such that she calls him the child. Lee says, I am not a child, but you are because you are not understanding me. Saying this, he faints. Then she throws him on the sofa and again asks him to get up to drink water. Then she wakes him up by pulling him and starts making him drink water, calling him a child. Then she asks him to go to his room to sleep, but he falls right there. She tries to wake him up with force, but he does not move. Then she tries to wake him up again by applying full force, but in this process, a lip kiss happened here. She gets completely shocked, and he falls asleep on her shoulder. Then she throws him away. And here the part 5 ends. Don't forget to subscribe because the next part will come tomorrow.